Hello there. Welcome to my presentation. I'm Jeff Black. I'm the owner of the Little J Cafe, and I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about who we are and what we do and what makes us special. My original business plan was to have an inviting and comfortable place where folks could come and enjoy a hot cup of coffee and get together with friends and family. What differentiates us from our competition is that we focus on not just the coffee, but the experience itself. Within our shop, we have a wide variety of board games and card games designed by locals right here from New England. And guests are encouraged to play those games. And over the course of time, we're going to be able to sell those games out of our shop as well. So we always look at our customers as not just customers, but guests, almost as if they're in my our home. Um, Service comes first. Great marketing. If they don't know about you, they can't come and enjoy what you do and enjoy that great service. We've kept our prices reasonable, very competitive, but we've also paid our staff well while offering a top quality product. And I really think that's made the difference. And I'm going to get into, how that looks on paper a little bit. So I've talked a little bit about the elements of our brand in terms of what differentiates us. You can see our logo, or the little J Wolf, there on the left side. Discover the flavor is our motto, and you can see some cartoon people here enjoying a board game while having a cup of coffee, and that's really who we are and what we do. We're a destination. We want people to look forward to coming back. Who makes this happen? It's our amazing staff. I like to say, I'm like the coach of a football team. The coach can be as smart as anything, but it's the players have to get out there and make the plays every single day. We've got 22 employees and three managers. Our average employee wage is just over $10 an hour, and our managers make $700 a week. Um, that's competitive within our industry. And we've offered the best service around. We've invested a lot in training to make sure that that happens. Despite all of this, paying a little more, we've been able to turn a steady profit week after week. Part of the reason for this is our brand awareness. We've gone out of our way to make sure that people know about us. Not just that we're a place for coffee, but we're a place to come and have some fun and really get together and spend a little time if you choose to. You can get a coffee to go for sure, but if you want to stay and sit with us for a while, that's very much encouraged. So here's some of the numbers that I've talked about regarding our financial performance. We haven't been afraid to invest in our staff. A happy staff creates happy guests. I believe that I've got a long background working in the hospitality industry, and I've seen that pattern repeat itself time and again. Happy staffs, great teams create a great environment and happy guests who are eager to return and who are willing to tell their friends and family about you. And that's really key, especially in this day and age with social media and everything like that. Word gets around, so do the right thing. Here's a look at our balance sheet. As you can see, we're not afraid to spend some money on our equipment and everything like that. But we're still able to bring in money every single week. We're well on pace to pay off our startup loan before the end of the year. So I'm very excited about that to get in the clear and really be fully independent, I guess, in that way. Um, so I had already mentioned we're going to be able to pay off our loan, and you can have a look at our income statement here. You can see what we spend our money on, and despite spending a chunk of money again on things like marketing and training and everything like that, we are able to have a good income. And I really think that's important. If you invest money in the right places, don't just throw money around, but invest it in the right places. That money comes back in brand loyalty and equity, and it's not just building for the short term; it's for the long term. That's been my mission from day one is a long term uh, experience, a long-term business that'll go on for years and years and possibly expand into other locations. So this is a snapshot of one particular week. We're a little bit in the red area in some of these, but I want to stress that over the course of our months of being open, we've ranked in the top 10 of every single measured category. And I'm very excited about that. So we don't just focus on one area. We don't have high revenue at the expense of unhappy staff or uh, things like that. We've been in the top 10 in every single thing. And I think that really speaks to the well-roundedness of our team. So our SWOT analysis, this one, there's a lot of things that are our strengths, but I think our satisfied and loyal guests are due to our amazing staff and our great service, and that's really our strength. And it kind of should be the strength of any service-based industry. What are you there for? You're there to serve your guests, and as I've already mentioned, happy staff will lead to that. Our weakness, if you can look at it that way, is our commitment to this type of guest satisfaction has limited our profits, but certainly not eliminated them. I mean, we're turning a profit week after week, and I'm excited as the owner to be able to say that. But our staff obviously appreciates that too. If I'm not making any money, eventually the business would close and they'll be out of work. So, it what comes around goes around. So that's very, very good. Our opportunities come from continuing to differentiate our brand. We're going to develop even further our connection to the board games community. We're going to have some of those local designers I had previously mentioned come in and demonstrate some of their games and enjoy having a cup of coffee with the people playing their games. It'll hopefully up their sales while upping our sales and getting that brand awareness out there. So that's really an opportunity for us and makes us different from our competition. And so, speaking of the competition, I guess that's our threat. As great as we are, there is a lot of tough competition in this industry, not just here in town, but all around. Coffee is a hot commodity, pun intended, and it's tough to stand out in a crowded field. But I feel like we're really doing a great job of making that happen. So three of the highlights. After a rough start, I had overpurchased coffee quite a bit in week one. There was some confusion as to the expiration dates. I won't get into every detail, but I had to throw a lot of coffee away, and that cost quite a bit. But ever since then, we've turned quite a bit of profit. So that's really been a highlight. I mentioned we rank in the top 10 compared to our competition in every category. Super excited about that. Part of the reason for this is we've invested in top tier training. Um, we've also marketed ourselves super well. We've had good pay, a good work environment, happy staff, and happy customers. All of this has created brand equity. So those are highlights for sure for us. Not, some of the lowlights, although I like to look at lowlights as things that lead to growth. So, an unpleasant encounter between a staff member and a customer. Yeah, there was an unfortunate situation, but it did give me an opportunity to support my staff member and demonstrate commitment to her and to the whole team. And I think that built a lot of loyalty from the team towards myself. So I'm very super excited about that. I had mentioned buying way too much coffee that first week, but it taught me a valuable lesson. Be more careful about expiration dates and everything like that. Be judicious with what I buy, but I'm always willing to spend a little too much. I'd rather throw a little bit away at the end of a week rather than run out midweek and have to go get some off-brand to supplement my supply. I want consistency, and I think my customers appreciate that. And it might cost a little bit more on a weekly basis to keep those customers happy, but in the end, that pays off. So you could see it as a low point, but I see it as growth. So my takeaways from all this, keep your guests happy and they're going to come back for more. Make service your priority and train your staff well. Keep your customers happy, keep your guests happy, and build for the long term, even if it means a little less profit right now. Have that high quality and consistent profit and be a positive presence in your community, not just inside your store, but out in the real world as well. I think that's super important. Support your community however you can. In conclusion, I just want to say thanks so much for coming. Thanks for your time. And thanks for your support and your interest in the Little J Cafe. Come see us again if you've been here before, and if you haven't been here, please come on down and discover the flavor. Thank you very much. I'm Jeff Black. We'll see you soon.